Hey guys, this is Jules. Today's project share is for Wild Orchid Crafts YouTube design team. I recorded the entire process to show what I used and how I used them for this project. I posted detailed pictures and product links on my blog, so below the video here on YouTube you'll find the link to that post and links to Wild Orchid Crafts YouTube channel and Wild Orchid Crafts website. So let's get started with the project. So this is my project. I made some cards using just a few items from Wild Orchid Crafts. So let me share with you exactly what I did. So I just grabbed my stamp and watercolor paper and my black StazOn and stamped 4 images on there. I don't know why I used watercolor. I just grabbed it because it was there and I thought it would be better to use. So just a little wiggle. It's a really cute stamp. So I cut out some top note shapes from a Stampin' Up! Die that I had, and I decided to stamp this sentiment that says "You are fabulous" with some white StazOn ink at the bottom right corner of the top note. It's a very simple card. So I grabbed RV11, which is for Copics, from Copics, and it's just pink, plain pink. Put in a shade of pink. Actually, I did 2 shades of pink. Didn't do like, some immaculate type of, fancy coloring or anything. I just colored them in. Then I was going to cut it and decided not to. I grabbed my Spellbinders dies, the Mega Ovals Large, and I grabbed the very middle one. I wanted to give the impression of a stand-up mirror, the very long, full-size stand-up mirror, and have that little image there. So I cut some craft cardstock that I had. It turned out to be a complete size of 5 by 6. So I did score them in the middle, and I distressed everything. The entire edge of the card base and the top notes, all 4 of them, using my paper distresser. And I grabbed some flowers. This is the Turquoise, one of the small turquoise open roses, and sprayed them down with some Lindy Stamp Gang. I think it's Cactus Gold. Sprayed them down and dried them down until they were nice and dry. And then I just used my skewer just to curl the stems, which came out great. With the pink ones, which are a little bit larger, what I did is I peeled back the leaves because they do bleed when you wet them. Well, this one did. And so I just peeled them back and opened up the rose a little bit. And then I sprayed it down and then I dried it. It was just easier for me to do it that way. I didn't want to pull the leaves off because I like the green leaves on there. So once they were dry, I just folded them back over and opened it back up. And for these pink ones, I just cut the stems off and then flattened what was left of the stem. So I have some paper doilies here from my stash, but Wild Orchid Crafts does carry paper doilies, and I just haven't had a chance to get any yet because I've had a huge stash here. So I just glued them down. Put one half on one side of the card and then the other half on the other side. So I'm going to set that aside to dry. So I grabbed some of the turquoise or aqua twine and wrapped it around the top note twice and just tied it off on the end there and tied a bow, and that's just sitting above the sentiment. Kind of hard to do stuff with my nails, but I got it done. Just mess with it a little bit. Sorry. And then there's 3mm self-adhesive flat pearls, little tiny ones. They're very cute. This is the mixed green pack, and I use the very centered colored ones. There's some really light ones and then a dark one, and then this one, it's more bluish. So I just grabbed 3 of those and lined them up down below here. So then I took my cards after they dried, I took them to my sewing machine and I just did a normal stitch all the way around, framing the front of the card. Really easy to do. Love sewing and having stitches on my projects. So much fun. Love it. So then I went ahead and just used my ATG and add some adhesive on the back side, and I'm gonna go ahead and paste it on the card now after I stitched it. And I used pink thread just to kind of keep it color coordinated, and I love the colors, the pink and the turquoise and the white just felt perfect. And this is the pearl trim. I just cut them in little sections there and hot glued it down. Came out great. Very easy to adhere, and I don't like to wait for glue to dry sometimes, so I use hot glue a lot. Then I grabbed the pink one and just set it there in between, right in the middle of the bow, and then the little turquoise ones on either side. This is light turquoise. Just one on either end, and that's it. Well, not completely yet, but you know. So I'm using some scrap dots. It's a 3-dimensional adhesive, and I just added 3 globs on the back and nestled it down onto the top note on the edge there. And I'm going to do this slow motion here so you guys can see a little bit more detail, a little easier instead of speeding through it. See the stitches? It's pink. And here's the dimension of the dress form on that oval piece. Do you see that? So that liquid scrap dot works good. So here's the finished product. And I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Again, links are down below and over on my blog. Please visit Wild Orchid Crafts YouTube channel so you can see what everybody else is up to. Thanks for watching, you guys. Jules signing out of the Jule box for Wild Orchid Crafts.